Tab dash your blood streaming flight, tag of lights at the lights. Every night you know fight, take a side, vivid sights, baby show him escapade. Freddy arcade, pixelated party, lesson day unafraid. Karaoke screams, singing themes, heart and sleeves. Anime dreams, brushing seams, city gleams, dancing screams, endless streams, let's extreme Saturday gleams. So our day gleams, so it seems nothing reams. Raise the channel, riot loud, crowd unbowed, techno sound, pulses pound, dream astound, youth unbound, joy profound, I'm lost and found. Channel raver on the prowl, echoes howled.
Can't believe we've done 105 of these. Congratulations, us. Good morning and welcome. Broadcasting live from Site B on the most romantic day of the year, or not. It's your boy, the oggm, coming to you live with the number 105 Valentine's Day RPG Shoutout. Because nobody should be the poster child for Valentine's more than your favorite autistic, apathetic, asexual idiot, me. So, yeah, stupid holiday. My Valentine, sadly, is a cat and maybe a dog. And maybe my mom. I don't know. But for those of you who it's important to, all the love and joy and candy in the world. For the rest of us, half off Valentine's Day candy tomorrow. Num, 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 num. All right, let's shout out some new friends. Spread some Valentine's Day cheer. We've got two older friends making a reappearance because sometimes you just need to go back through the 105 of these and point somebody out just to remind them that they still matter and that they're just as important now as they were when I first shouted them out, because I wouldn't have made it here without them. So occasionally, we got to do say, hey, thank you for being with me this long and being a fan. So yeah, we got two older friends and two new friends. And of course, as always, first and foremost, we have to shout out our very good friend, our number one employee, Jeff's Gamebox, for taking time every week to send us these links. So if you haven't had a chance, right there, Jeff's Gamebox, right there, please give him a subscribe. All right, here we go. Number one is our old friend and frequent commentator, Cooperative Waffles. He's a waffle. He works for a corporation. What more could be there? Waffles, 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 waffles. He's only got 61 subscribers, but he's been doing this since 2023. And he says, by request of no nat ones, I've begun this gaming channel. Focus is tabletop role-playing games with primary focus on Pathfinder. The last time he posted anything on this channel was never, because these are all links to other channels. He's got one about audiobooks. He's got one about various games. He's got one about tunes. He's got one called Luna Black Box. And then he's got one called Lanthian Tale. So yeah, 61 subscribers, but and then we've got some other stuff he's done here about, I don't know, just all playlists of other things. Here's one just of knots, holidays, smiles, oh snap, Gary Con Legends, just gaming, life, audiobooks, life, gaming, just a bunch of playlists of different things that he thought was worth talking about, relatively related to gaming. Hey, look, that's me. That's me. So yeah, a great collection of pointing out other people's work, kind of like what I do. And I was looking at some of the channels that just do this the other day. Just randomly stumbled across a channel, and this guy had like, I don't know, 8K subs, and all he did was link other people's stuff and occasionally react to it. And he's huge, so I'm not sure why you don't have more subs, because this apparently is a popular subgroup of YouTube where you just watch other people's videos and comment on them or link other people's videos, and you get hundreds of thousands of views. So Cooperative Waffles deserves more views because he's doing the same thing, and he's talking about tabletop role-playing game and other goofy things. Plus, he's a waffle, and he works for a corporation. Imagine how much harder it must be to work your way up the corporate ladder when you're a waffle. No opposable thumbs, no legs, just you're a waffle. I mean, what you have to spend every day worrying that somebody's going to eat you or sing the waffle song at you. So just for how hard it must be to be a waffle in a corporation, he deserves your sub. So please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, and say hi to our very good friend, Cooperative Waffles, because he's a waffle. Waffle, 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 waffles, 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 waffle, waffles, waffle, waffle, waffles, waffle, waffles. Okay. Number 2 is another old friend, Esper the Bard. Esper the Bard has 128K subscribers. He's been doing this since 2006. Wow. Wow. That might be one of the oldest channels I've stumbled across. Talking about D&D since 2006. I mean, before, I think the earliest channel that I'm aware of is like 2012, maybe, but 2006. What was YouTube like in 2006? Right, 8-bit graphics or something. Still using dial-up. I don't even remember 2006, but I'm sure it was a year that stuff happened. Anyways, last time he posted was 7 days ago, where he's talking about D&D. Then here's one talking about Gygax, how the D&D community changed his life. You guys have changed my life, mostly for the better. 99% of part of the tabletop role-playing game YouTube community has been a good thing. Sure, there's some idiots out there like, Canadian Carrion Eater, and some other people who have said some nasty things about me, and I have sadly responded, and, things I could be doing different on the channel. But yeah, you guys deserve all the love. That's why I do this every Saturday. D&D spells that would break the medieval world. Well, I don't even think cantrip. I mean, yeah, any D&D spell would break the medieval world if they'd never seen magic before. Doesn't matter what spell it was. Blah, just stuff. Just talking, man. He's got a whole little setup behind him. He shows his face. I often wonder if the reason why I don't get as many subs is because I don't show my face, but that recently just came up again because of the whole YouTube thing, and the whole the Discord's going to be ending the age thing, and people leaving Discord, and I'm leaving Discord if I have to do the age thing because I can't show my ID online for multiple reasons. And sure, they claim it's 100% safe, but we all know it is unbelievably easy to hack something and get people's personal information if this age thing goes. So yeah, it's very brave of him to show his face. A lot of us are choosing not to. And just talking about D&D. Look at this. Since 2006. I wonder what his oldest video is. There's a way to do that, right? Oldest. His oldest video was made 16 years ago. It was called How to Play D&D. It had 163K views, and it was 4th edition. Yeah, 4E. I know 99% of the population hates 4E for all the wrong reasons, but we hate 4E. But I liked 4E. For the few times I got to play 4E, I liked it. I love the maneuver thing where you could move other people on the board, the shift location thing, especially with the bad guys who could do it, shift you away from them or shift you closer to them. Man, I had a lot of fun with a dragon who had that ability, and he would just shift people over to a pit and watch them fall down the pit. Oh, it's my turn. Well, as a free action, I'm going to shift you 3 hexes. Oh, that's where the pit is. Oh, sorry. I mean, yeah, they eventually killed the dragon, but yeah. And then there's always the question, like, what if I shift them into a solid object, like a wall? Do they go into the wall, or does that? Yeah, which 4E never addressed. Probably because I was the only one sick enough to come up with that question. But hey, 16 years ago, talking about 4th edition Esper the Bard, 1,280K subscribers. If he's been doing it for 16 plus years, he deserves way more subs. So shout out to Esper the Bard. Please take a moment out of your day to give this guy a little love on Valentine's Day. Bah humbug. All right, number 3. This is a new one, I think. This is Crown and Crucible. Crown and Crucible has 50 subscribers, 27 videos, and he says, these are my thoughts on tabletop role-playing games and books. And he's been doing this since 2023. 50 subs, dude deserves more than that. But damn, 51. His most recent video was 6 days ago, talking about West Marches. Are we doing West Marches again? Are we talking about West Marches again? Are there people out there who don't get West Marches, or the difference between a sandbox and a West March and a point crawl and a hex crawl and a dungeon crawl and a city crawl? Here's him talking about advice for new DMs. What's the best advice he can give? What's the best advice you can give for new DMs? And then here's him talking about the 3-body problem, the actual book. Not either of the televised version, but the actual book, The 3-Body Problem, and the whole, concept of the the dark forest of space. And are there intelligent life, and would we want intelligent life to actually find us? Yeah, it's a bit of a mind trip. So yeah, the fact that he can make it through that and watch it and read it, that's pretty impressive. So yeah, check him out. This is Crown and Crucible, and he does D&D and books. And here's him apparently putting Doctor Strange in the cage. Dice, building player trust, Shadow, a role, Eberron, tabletop role playing, talking about games, Eberron, trying other systems, Shadows of the Last War, Mothership. Yeah, all right. So there you go. Crucible. Give the guy some love on Valentine's Day. Let's get him up to 100 subs. We can do it. He seems awesome. And finally, our last one for the day is another new friend. And this is Faye Pop. Faye Pop has 1.99K subscribers. She's got 64 videos out. She's been doing this since 2024. And her last video was 23 hours ago. Talks about maps. I hate battle maps. Long live battle maps. Yum. Then here's her talking about easy D&D prep. Apparently she's got her hands on a blackboard. So either she works at a school and she does these videos before or after class, or she has a blackboard at her house, which is pretty awesome if she does. Can you imagine gaming at her house and her rolling out the blackboard? I mean, those things are huge. And that one looks bigger than her head, so she's either got it hanging on the wall. That's cool. Then here's her talking about how encounters don't have to just be fights. 100% true. Not all conflict has to be combat. There are multiple forms of conflict. We've talked about this in the past: romantic conflict, comedic conflict, political conflict, sexual conflict, especially for today, blah, 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 philosophical conflict, political conflict, So yeah, you can have a session without fights. Then what if session 0 was actually good? It's a little early in the year to cycle back to why session 0. Usually we don't talk about session 0 until late March, early April, when all the videos start, cycling through. And then rating Stranger Things characters based upon who you can come out to. Well, I wouldn't come out to them because they're characters on a TV show, and I don't know any of them in real life. So, yeah. Then she's got some shorts, and she's got a podcast. Yeah, okay. Well, that's Faye Pop. She looks like a lovely, wonderful person. I have no idea how long she's been gaming, but she's had this channel since 2024, and she's got 1.99 subscribers, so she must know what she's talking about. That's cool. So yeah, there we go. Give this our lovely young friend here a shout out, subscribe, let her know that her work is appreciated. And where'd you get the blackboard? Because that's just cool. I can't remember the last time I saw a blackboard. Probably the last time I worked. No, wait, the last time I worked at it on site, they didn't have blackboards because everything was video. So you just pulled down the screen and watched everything on video. I can't. So God, it's been it's been maybe it's been a really really long time since I've seen a blackboard. But then there's the sound of the fingers on the blackboard. That's got to be one of the 10 most annoying sounds in the world, right? Just a. Anyways, that's it. Valentine's Day. It's Saturday. It's the 14th. It's Lupercalia, chasing out of the wolves of winter. It's the first day of spring. It's whatever you need it to be, because remember, Valentine is a made-up holiday, made up to sell flowers and candy, right? But while there was a Saint Valentine, it has nothing to do with this day. Its closest is, of course, Lupercalia and all the beginning of spring fertility festivals. But then we wrapped it up in a bow and made it Valentine's Day. Unless, of course, you're a grumpy single like me and don't have a Valentine other than your pets or your relatives, then, for the rest of us, it's just the beginning of spring. And it is a lovely, clear sky, cold morning here at Site B, though apparently we might be getting some rain. I don't know. But thank you to each and every one of the individuals who we shouted out this week for making their wonderful channels and sharing their scatterbrained thoughts on the tabletop role-playing game hobby with us on a daily, weekly, monthly, whatever. We appreciate you and all the hard work, and you deserve all the love that I can give you. So hopefully this helps your channel. And of course, selfishly, I hope that each and every one of you come and subscribe to my channel, because but anyways, have a great day. Be safe out there. Happy Valentine's Day. See ya.
Electric beats, bust the streets, endless streets, midnight beats, living heat, hearts beat, bleed, polyphonic needs, cyber beats, rhythm sweet, Saturday seeds, beat retreats, makes us complete. Blazing trails, no fails, neon veils, waves of gales, color tales, joy sails, endless rails, like the Saturday sail. We hell breaking jails.